got him out. Cost me $50. Say he was disturbing the peace. Judge set up a hearing for him in 3 weeks, saying to show cause why he shouldn't be committed.
What was he doing that took him to arrest him?
Some kids was teasing him and he run him off home, say he was howling and carrying on. Some folks seen him and called the police. That's all it was.
What's you say? What you tell the judge?
Told him I'd look after him. It made no sense to recommit the man. He stuck out his big greasy palm and told me to give him $50 and take him on home.
Where's he at now? Where'd he go up to?
He's gone off about his business. He don't need nobody to hold his hand.
Well, I don't know. It seems like that would be the best place for him if they did put him in the hospital. I know what you're gonna say, but that's what I think would be best.
The man done had his life ruined fighting for what? Now they want to take him and lock him up? Let him be free. He don't bother nobody.
Well, everybody got their way of looking at it, I guess. Come and get your lunch. I have a bowl of lima beans or some cornbread in the oven. Come, get something to eat. Ain't no sense in spreading out the game.
Rose, got something to tell you.
Well, come, wait up for this food on the table.
Rose, I don't know how to say this. I can't explain it now. It sort of just grows on me until it gets out of hand. It starts out like a little bush, and the next thing you know, it's a whole forest.
Troy, what is he talking about?
I'm talking, woman. Let me talk. I'm trying to find a way to tell you. I'm gonna be a daddy. I'm gonna be somebody's daddy.
Troy, you're not telling me this. You're gonna be what?
Rose, now see.
You telling me you're gonna be somebody's daddy? You telling your wife this? I gotta wait 18 years to hear something like this. 18 years and you're gonna come with this?
Rose, it's just...
Ain't nothing you can say, Troy. Ain't no way of explaining this. Why? Why, Troy? After all these years, you wanna come dragging this into me now? It don't make no sense at your age. I would have expected this 10 or 15 years ago. But not now.
Age ain't got nothing to do with it, Rose.
I don't try to be everything a wife should be. Everything a wife could be. Been married 18 years. And I gotta wait till the day that you tell me you've been seeing another woman and done father a child by her? And you know I never want to have nothing in my family. My whole family's have. Everybody got different fathers and mothers. My 2 sisters and my brothers. Can't hardly tell who's who. You can never sit down and talk about Papa and Mama. It's your Papa and your Mama, and my Papa and my Mama.
Rose, stop it now.
I never wanted none of this for my children. And you want to come drag your behind in here telling me something like this?
Ought to know. It's time for you to know.
But I don't want to know, goddammit.
I can't just make it go away. It's done now. I can't wish the circumstance of the thing away.
And maybe you don't want to either. Maybe you want to wish me and my boy away. Maybe that's what you want. Well, you can't wish us away. I've got 18 years of my life invested in you. You should have stayed upstairs in my bed where you belong.
Rose, now listen to me. We can get a handle on this thing. We can talk it out. Come to an understanding.
All of a sudden it's we? Where was we at when you were down there rolling around with some godforsaken woman? We should have come to an understanding before you started making a fool of yourself. You a day late and $1 show when it comes to an understanding with me.
It's just, she gives me a different idea, a different understanding about myself. I can step out of this house and get away from the pressures and problems. Be a different man. I ain't got to wonder how I'm gonna get the bills paid or get this roof fixed. I can just be a part of myself that I ain't never been.
What I want to know is, do you plan on continue seeing her? That's all you can say to me.
I can sit up in her house and laugh. Do you understand what I'm saying? I can laugh out loud, and it feels good. It reaches all the way down to the bottom of my shoes. Rose, I can't give that up.
Maybe you ought to go on down there and stay with her. If she a better woman than me.
It ain't about nobody being the better woman or nothing. Rose, you ain't to blame. A man couldn't ask for no woman to be a better wife than you've been. I'm responsible for it. I done locked myself in a pile trying to take care of y'all that I forgot about myself.
What the hell was I there for? That was my job, and not somebody else's.
done tried all my life to live a decent, to live a clean, hard, useful life. I try to be a good husband to you in every way I knew how. Maybe I come into the world backwards. I don't know. But you're born with 2 strikes on you before you get to the plate. You've got to guard it closely. Always looking for the curveball in the inside corner. You can't afford to let none get past you. You can't afford to call strike. If you're going down swinging. Everything lined up against you. What you gonna do? I fooled them, Rose. I bunted. When I found you, Corey, in a halfway decent job, I was safe. Couldn't nothing touch me. I wasn't gonna strike out no more. I wasn't going back to the penitentiary. I was gonna lay in the streets with a bottle of wine. I was safe. I had me a family, a job. I wasn't gonna get that last strike. I was on first looking for one of them boys to knock me in, to get me home. Then when I saw that gal, she firmed up my backbone. And it got to thinking that if I tried, I just might be able to steal second. You understand, after 18 years, I wanted to steal second?
You should have held me tight. You should have grabbed me and hold on.
I stood on first base for 18 years, and I thought, well, goddamn it, go on for it.
We're not talking about no damn baseball. We're talking about you going off to lay in bed with some other woman and then bring it home to me. That's what we're talking about. We're not talking about no baseball.
Rose, you're not listening to me. I'm trying the best I can to explain it to you. It's not easy for me to admit that I've been standing in the same place for 18 years.
I've been standing with you. I've been right here with you, Troy. I've got a life too. I gave 18 years of my life to stand in the same spot with you. Don't you think I ever wanted other things? Don't you think I had hopes and dreams? What about me? What about my life? Don't you think it ever crossed my mind to want to know the men? That I wanted to lay up somewhere and forget about my responsibilities? That I wanted someone to make me laugh so I could feel good? You're not the only one who's got wants and needs. But I held on to you, Troy. I took all my feelings, my wants and needs, my dreams, and I buried them inside you. I planted a seed and watched them pray over it. And I planted myself inside you. And it didn't take me no 18 years to find out. The soil was hard and rocky, and it wasn't ever gonna bloom. But I held on to you, Troy. I held you tighter. You was my husband. I owed you everything I had. Every part of me I could find and give you. Upstairs in the room, with the darkness falling in on me, I gave everything I had to try to erase the doubt that you wasn't the finest man in the world. And wherever you was going, I wanted to be there with you, because you was my husband.